In this video, I'm going to take a look at how we could create kind of like a drop-down menu that has different page options under one menu heading. So first thing I do is let's go to Pages here, and let's create a subpage. I'm going to add a new page, and this page is going to be called subpage. And this is a sub page. And I'm going to publish this page, and just go back. If we go to our site here, you can see that this sub page appears in the menu. So what I want to do is I want this subpage to be actually, let's say, underneath my sample page here. I want it to be when I click on here, there'll be a drop-down menu with a subpage underneath the sample page. And to do that, you go back to your menus, and we have a listing of all our pages here on the left-hand side. This is Appearance and Menus, and what I want to do is I want to add this. So first what you do is just choose it, add it to the menu, and remember that you have to choose this as your primary menu if you want to use it. So if you wanted to override the 2012 theme menu creation, so you choose it as a primary menu, and then you just take this sub page and you just kind of move it so that it appears just underneath the sample page like this, and it kind of indents a little bit, and you can see it actually says sub item there. Now if you save this menu, you'll be able to see it. I'm going to save it, and I'm going to go back to my site and refresh, and there we go. Oh, it's right underneath the sample page 2 here is my sub page. Now you may, so if I just click on sub page here, you can see sub page, but I also have my sample page showing up too. When I click on sample page 2 comes up, and I click on sub page and sub page comes up. What if I just want to kind of disable this sample page 2? I don't want it to appear as a page. I just want to have it, you know, I want to have a whole bunch of, I want to make it into a drop down list, but I want this one to be disabled, not to go to any page. So you can do that as well by going to menus, and what you have to do, so I'm going to further customize this. I'm going to just move this over a little bit to the left here. I'm going to remove my sample page here, and remove it, and I'm going to remove this page as well. And what you do is you create a link that links to nowhere, basically. So click on the links here, and we'll call this the top. I'll call it this top, and the link here, you have to put one in just temporarily, so just ats.name, and if I just add this to the menu, I now have a top here, and I'm just going to move that over here, and then move your page. Well, what I have to do is actually just go in here and remove this URL. I just don't want it to go to anywhere, so you can do that, and then just move your sub page underneath, and just make sure, yeah, there we go. So I have my top header, and I have my sub page, which actually links to another page. This doesn't link to anything. I just want to use it basically as a top header. So I'm going to save that menu, go back to my page or my site, my home page, blog page, and then if I click on the top page, it doesn't do anything, it doesn't go anywhere, but I do have my sub page there, which actually goes to a page. So this top just functions as a header. It doesn't actually link to a page. Now, if I want to actually create more pages underneath this top menu header, I can just go back to Pages, and I can add a new page, and I can call this, let's say, sub page 2, and this is sub page 2, and publish this page. And you got all my pages again, and you'll see my sub page and my sub page 2. And go back to my menu, and I'll have to refresh this. Continue. And now my sub page 2 appears here. I'm just going to add it to the menu, and there it is, but you have to kind of put it underneath here. And there we go, we have sub page and sub page 2. And save the menu, and go back to my site and refresh it. And under top, now I have sub page and sub page 2. And you can create as many as you wish underneath the top header. And there we go, sub page 2 and sub page.